Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. And in case you're new, hi, hello, welcome back. My name is Favor. I talk about lifestyle, relationship, everything talkable. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about Abuja versus Lagos. So if you want to know one or two about these two places, then you definitely need to keep watching. Welcome back. So as you may already know, Abuja is in the north central, while Lagos is in the southwest. So today, there are a whole lot of people tend to most times compare Lagos to Abuja on which one is better to live in, which one is more fun, which one is this, which one is so like generally and all those things. Having been someone that has know a whole lot about Abuja and having also spent a couple of times in Lagos, I think I can categorically tell you about the two states. And in case you are just a fresh graduate in Nigeria, looking for greener pastures, and you are trying to maybe settle in one of the cities, but you don't know for sure which one you want to settle in, then this video might actually be of help. It might actually be an eye-opener for you to actually decide where you want to live and where you want to pursue your career. So the one thing I'm going to be talking about is Lagos is more decentralized than Abuja. Okay, this is what I mean. In Abuja, there is a place called town. Like everywhere is not town. In Abuja, there are places they call town. So when you are going to towns are places like you find the offices. Most offices are in town. So there are places in Abuja that even though they are inside the main city, like they are the biggest of the places one can actually pay for and all those things, it is not considered town, simply because these are not the places you go to work. In Abuja, you just wake up in the morning and everybody is driving to one particular area. Some people are going to Wuse, some people are going to Maitama, some people are going to a couple of Jabi, a couple of some places to go to work. So like you're coming from Nyanya, you're coming from Guarempa, you're coming from Lugbe, you're coming from all those axes, you're coming to meet in town for work. But Lagos is not like that. In Lagos, you can actually be in Ojo Elegba and your office will be in Ojo Elegba. You can be in mainland, our office is in mainland. You can be in Island, the office is in Island. Like you can be in a particular place. That place you are, your office is also there. So it is kind of more decentralized in Lagos because people don't actually have to travel to go to town to work. You can actually be in your suburb and your office is also in your suburb. Yeah. And the second thing I want to be talking about is house rent. Yeah, I don't if you are a Nigerian, you must have heard about the crazy house rent in Abuja. Yes. If you want to get a meaningful two-bedroom flat in a nice area, let's take Jabi for instance. Jabi is too expensive. Let's take Life Camp for instance. Life Camp is just very close to Jabi. If you want to get a meaningful two-bedroom flat, modern finishing in Abuja, then you're going to be talking about from 1.2 million, 1 million, 2 million thereabouts upwards. It depends on the area. There are areas you can get self-contained for 500,000 or more. Yes, Abuja is very expensive. Well, there are places you can actually get two-bedroom flats for 500,000, but you just know the kind of thing you're getting. So imagine where your colleague is paying 1.5 million naira for a two-bedroom flat and you're paying 500,000. You obviously know that you are living in a lungo or in a dungeon. So Abuja is crazily expensive in house rents. But I think one good thing about it is that no matter the amount of money you have, you will actually fit in somewhere. So if you are so broke, you're still going to find house for broke people. If you are so rich, there are houses for very rich people. So whichever class you belong to, your money can actually get you this. So you can't say I can't live in Abuja because I have 50k for house rent. 50k can get you a self-con that you'll be cooking outside and be bathing outside, like a general bathroom. Yes, like that in Abuja. And then in Lagos, houses are also expensive, very expensive in Lagos, and also depending on the area. Like the Lekki houses, VI, and all those places, houses are also very, very expensive. But just like Abuja, there are still places you can find houses for your own budget. But just know that they are not going to be the same thing with somebody that is paying high for his house actually. So, and if you are not lucky to get a job in your area, you get, let's say you get a job in the island and you live in the mainland, maybe very far, and then your the money you have for house rent is something around 100,000, and then houses around the island is this around 800,000 thereabout, and you have just 100,000 for your own budget, then you're going to live somewhere very far from your workplace, which means you're going to be, is either you're spending the money you're trying to save on transportation, or you're spending your whole day on traffic. Yes, next thing we're talking about is food. Like, there is food in Abuja. There is food is actually more cheaper in Abuja, but the thing is, in Lagos you can find cooked food. Cooked food is cheaper in Lagos than Abuja, but raw food is cheaper in Abuja because there are a whole lot of things you can buy, a whole lot of grains and all those things. So raw food is cheaper in Abuja, but cooked food is cheaper in Lagos, because with your 100 naira you can be able to buy a plate of food and eat it and drink one sachet of water, and then it keeps you going. But in Abuja, it depends on the place you are. It depends on actually where you are before you can get this kind of thing. But in Abuja, like all these places that are called town that you have to go to work, I doubt if there's any way you can get food for 200 naira and eat. So that is the way it is. Raw food is cheaper, raw food is everywhere. You get it with your 1,000 something, you can buy a bunch of plantain and use it to make your yummy plantain, whatever you want to make. But then cooked ones are expensive depending on where you are. And the next thing is employment opportunities. Lagos is a land of opportunities, and so is Abuja. Like, these lands are lands of opportunities where you can come and with your zero working experience, you have firms, you have organizations ready to try you out, even if it is on internship, even if it is on volunteering. You volunteer to work for them, and then they pay you small or nothing. Some actually don't pay volunteers to do anything. You just come, you are getting on the experience. So sometimes if they are so merciful, they can find you transport fare, but some don't pay. So, but the truth is, Lagos has more employment opportunities. Like, everybody in Lagos, life is just about what are you doing, what are you going to offer. Like, everyone is hustling, everyone is trying to do something. So you find out that there are so many employers of labor. Now, it's not about how much you are getting paid. The main thing is that you have an employment. In Nigeria, securing employment is number one. Then what are you earning is the second question. In Abuja, there are jobs, but it's not like Lagos. Lagos has more jobs. So if you are looking for where to dive in and then get started on your career, and where you might actually meet the opportunity you are looking for, I think you should look more in Lagos. But if you want to eat food, food and all those things, come to Abuja. Okay, Abuja has plenty raw food for you, variety, a whole lot of things you can try like that. Lagos also has, but it's cheaper in Abuja. But if you are looking for job opportunities, please go to Lagos. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is infrastructures. Abuja has better infrastructures. Abuja has its better. Like, Abuja has better buildings and all those things, fine structured houses. There's a way houses are built in Lagos. Upstairs. Then people will come and live like, houses are jam-packed, everywhere is plugged together and all those things. That thing is not in Abuja. Abuja is actually like a slave place. You have to spend your money and have your peace of mind. Like, and there's something that happens in Lagos that I find very strange. Even in the richest of the area, you might be paying so much for house rent, but in front, just beside your fence, there's one what do they call those? There's one mama put just by the fence of your house. In Abuja, that thing cannot happen. If you're paying house rent in Life Camp, Jabi, Wuse, Maitama, Asokoro, like nobody can come close to your street and sell anything, not to talk of mama put coming beside your fence. So like in Abuja, there's this life, there's this the rich that just there. So you are rich, you have your money, you have this calmness that just comes with having your money and then wanting to have good life and pay for it and actually getting it. In Lagos, you must actually pay so much and then you will not get that actual thing that you want. So there are better infrastructures in Abuja. Fine houses, fine structures, fine planning, and all those things. That's for that. So if you're looking for somewhere to get better house, better infrastructure, then you definitely need to check out Abuja. And one thing that the two cities share in common is you find out that there are a whole lot of rich people in Abuja and in Lagos, but just very close to town, there are suburbs. Let's take Abuja for instance. If you are living in Life Camp is a fine area, or you're living in Jabi, just 15 naira from your house, you get to Karimo. If you know Abuja very well, you know that Karimo is like the heart of the suburbs. Like a whole lot of you are living in Asokoro, there's Asokoro village. Like there are all these village here and there. So just from here to here, you find that suburb area. All find this also in Lagos. So from just that your house that you're paying so much money for, there is a suburb not so far. So in the two of them, this is one thing they share in common, just very close. 15 naira, 100 naira transport fare, you get to the suburbs. Another thing that they share in common is that people in Abuja and people in Lagos, they love Owambe. They love to party. They like trending things. So a movie comes out today, everybody's rushing to the cinema to see it. You get to the cinema and then the tickets are sold out. You have to go home. The same thing with Lagos. So they just like flowing with the trend. This one is out, let's go and watch it and all those things. So if you're looking for places that you can actually go out and watch movie, where I am currently, there's no cinema. Nobody even cares about going to the cinema. But in Abuja, it's not like that. Once a new movie comes out, you see people rushing to go and watch it. Like they can't watch it on Netflix or whatever their TV channels. So people just there's this craze for cinema and all those things in Abuja and in Lagos. So in terms of entertainment, Lagos obviously has more entertainment. There are more clubs in Lagos. There are more fun places in Lagos. There are a whole lot of places you can go to Abuja and have fun, but Lagos has more. So like and then the clubs in Abuja are like big people's club. You go to a club and you spend a whole lot of money. But in Lagos, there are clubs you can just go with your 5,000 naira, take beer, 1 or 2 beers, and still come back with your change for transport. But in Abuja, it is rarely like that. If you want to party in a nice club, yes. So, and then all these celebrities fix shows now and then in Lagos for very small money. In Abuja, they still come and do their shows and go, but it's not as often as what you get in Lagos. So Lagos is more fun. There are more entertainment stuff in Lagos than in Abuja. Then places you can hang out to, like beach and all those things. Lagos has more. There are so many beaches in Lagos here you can go to and then enjoy yourself, go to the beach, do this one and do the other one. So Lagos has more fun. Then we talk about traffic. The traffic in Lagos is like it can't be compared to anything. Traffic happens everywhere. There are traffics in Abuja. There are days you're going to work, especially if you live around Nyanya, passing that Kubo and all those area. You find out that there are days the whole place will just lock up. But it is nothing compared to Lagos. I can't imagine waking up every day by leaving my house by 4 a.m. so that I can get to work by 8. Like, that's the crazy kind of lifestyle you get in Lagos. There are a whole lot of crazy stuff going on there. The traffic is mad. So these are things you don't actually get to have in Abuja, especially if you are living in the town. If you're living in town, there's nothing like this. You just drive from your house, go to the shopping mall, go to the office, and you go home. No traffic is disturbing you, except from time to time. as maybe something happened on the road and all those things, but it is not the usual life. Lagos traffic is, they are used to traffic. It's just like wearing clothes, so they are used to it. They don't even complain again. That's that for traffic. So if you're somebody that is looking for somewhere that there will be no traffic and all those things, or there will be less traffic, I think Abuja is your best bet, because in Lagos it is hell. I'm sure you must have heard about this traffic story one or two times. Now we're going to be talking about is the shopping malls. I think the two basic shopping malls in Lagos are ShopRite and Spa. Yeah, if I'm correct. So I think Abuja has more shopping malls. Abuja has Spa, Abuja has ShopRite, Abuja has Sahad, Abuja has Nes Cash and Carry, and which one again now? Okay, this for now that I remember. So Abuja has a whole lot of shopping malls, and then in Sahad things are really cheap in Sahad. Maybe I'm going to do a video to tell you where places you can go to get things cheap in Abuja. Okay, so maybe that will be my next video. Just watch out. I'm definitely going to do it. So Abuja has a whole lot of shopping malls. If you want to flex your money and spend your money, go to Spa. If you want to still flex your muscle a bit but not to Spa level, you can go to ShopRite. If you want to come down low to an extent, you can go to Nes Cash and Carry. But if you really want to get things for the cheapest of the prices among these four places, your best bet is going to be Sahad. You're going to love it. There's a Sahad in Area 11. There's another Sahad in if I remember it, I'll put it in the description. But so Sahad has cheap things. Okay, you're going to love Sahad, and it is a really big shopping mall. Another thing about Lagos is that Lagos is close to the border. So if you're going to, things like clothes and all those things are cheaper in Lagos. Clothes, shoes, because you discover that everything lands in Lagos. Then from Lagos they will be to different places. So if you're going to be importing things, the first landing is in Lagos, and you know that if it's coming to somewhere like Abuja, they have to add the cost for transportation from Lagos to Abuja. So if you're in Lagos, you won't pay for this, but since you're in Abuja, you're going to be paying extra money. So goods are cheaper in Lagos than Abuja. So I think that's that for all I'll be talking about Lagos and Abuja today. From this video, you will have an idea of where you want to settle. If you're somebody that is trying to come into the country from another country, you are contemplating moving into Abuja or moving into Lagos, or you're just a fresh graduate trying to start life afresh and you're confused on where to go to, or you're just somebody that is trying to base somewhere and probably start up a business or something like that, then I believe this video has given you a clue or a tip, one or two tips on what to do and where to start your life from. So do well to subscribe to my channel, do well to stick around. I would love to have more of you. Comment, like and share. I appreciate comments and likes and every other form of engagement. So do well to stay with me, and I have a whole lot of videos you're going to love. Do well to check my other videos and watch them, and leave your comments down below so that we can interact on what you think. Until we meet again, keep winning.